3, 2, 1. Hey everybody, this is Mr. Bush here, and this video is going to show you how to take your designs out of Canva that you've made to make your logo, and then bring them into Autodesk Sketchbook for you to play around with. Right here, I've got my first image that I was playing with in the last video. What you're going to do is go ahead and click that list icon on the top left and make a new sketch. I'm going to go ahead and just go with 500 by 500. You do what is appropriate. I'm going to save that original to the gallery. Oh boy, the thorns are playing. But we're not going to get distracted by that right now. We're going to go ahead and go to Canva, which is right here. I've got my logo that I've made with my bicycle and the letters that I've chose. I'm going to go ahead and click share and then click save as, download it as a PNG, and I'm going to go ahead and choose that transparent PNG item or icon right there. Click in that box to make sure that it's transparent to make it a little easier to play around with. I'm going to go ahead and click download, and I'm going to save the image to my files. There we go. It's saved right there. And then I'm going to go ahead and go back to Autodesk Sketchbook. And just like in the last video, I'm going to go ahead and click that picture icon with the mountain range and the plus sign. And then click the mountain range again. And I'm going to choose that image right there. And then I'm just going to go ahead and leave it like that. Now you'll notice that with my icon, the way that I've got it right there, I've got a couple of different things going on, and I'm going to play around with this a little bit. So I'm going to go ahead and click download, or click save, with it resized like that, and then go ahead and move it down. And then what I'm going to do to play around with my logo is I'm going to go ahead and duplicate that layer. So I've got 2 layers right there. And then with my pen tool, I'm going to go ahead and make sure I've got the transparent set. And in this layer, I'm going to go ahead and get rid of the letters, because I'm just going to go ahead and erase those. Now you'll notice that it's not erasing, and that's because I've got 2 layers that are exactly the same. I'm going to go ahead and delete the letters on one layer. I'm going to hide that layer and then bring the other layer back. And then in this layer, I'm going to go ahead, make sure I've selected the right layer. And then I'm going to delete the bike in this layer. And what that's going to do is it's going to give me a layer of letters that I can then play around with. I'm going to actually go ahead and do a little bit more. I'm going to duplicate that layer again. And this way, on this layer, hide one layer, and go ahead and delete that right there. Bring that one back. And for this project, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to play around with the R and the B. But what I've got right there, so if I unhide all of the layers, you'll notice what I've got right there. And that's really interesting. That F is still coming through a little bit, which is, I don't know where that's at, but we're just going to leave it. And then what I'm going to do is play around with this. So you're going to see a sped up thing with me playing around with this for a little bit. Now that I've got all of my layers, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and merge all of the layers down into one layer. Clicking the merge down. And now you'll notice that all of them are one layer. I've got this extra layer. I'm going to go ahead and delete it. I'm going to go ahead and add a layer below. And I'm going to play around with making a road. I'm going to go ahead and adjust the opacity on this layer to make it a little bit more transparent. And for my first logo, that doesn't look too bad. I'm going to go ahead and share it. I'm going to click share, and I'm going to save it as a flattened PNG. And now that's something that I can play around with. I hope you all enjoyed.